Hi friends, this is Muhammad Jibran and welcome to our C# tutorials. In the previous video, we have created a simple application which prints hello world to the our console. So in this video, I'm going to create some errors just to show you like when can they occur and how can you fix them. Well, errors can be very big nightmare for all of the beginners. Most of the people when they start programming, they just get irritated with the errors which they face every now and then, and they just don't know how to remove them, and it makes their life a bit hell of a living. Okay, so even these two lines of code can give you many errors. So let's try to figure out some of them, and I will show you how to just remove them. So if you write this C, or if you take a close look over this statement, it says console, where C is uppercase. So if I make it C as the lowercase, okay, so it will show me a red line, and if I keep it over there, it says the name console does not exist in the current context. If I try to run my application at this moment, it will tell me that there were build errors. Would you like to continue and run the last successful build? I will hit no just to see where I went wrong. If you see down, there is an error list. If I take it up, it will again show me this error. Okay, and it is showing me which file I have that error, line, the column, and which project. Okay, so if I double click that, it will take me to that line where I have made that mistake. So you know how to fix it. Just we will write it like this, and our problem will be solved. You can again check if you are going somewhere wrong. Like you can see the console in a different color over here, and the console here is of the different color. So this is how you can make them. You can identify the errors, or you can just this red lines will help you a lot to find out where you went wrong. Again, what you can do, what you can mistakenly write is, you can in place of this dot or the full stop or the full stop period, you can give any other character like a comma. If you give that, it will give you again this around 6 errors. Okay, so again it will show you where you went wrong. Again, this red line will show you where you went wrong. So we will put a dot or a period. Okay, so actually this console is a class, and right line is a member of that class. So I will explain you about them in just a little bit. So this was if you remove that or just misplace that dot over there, and again you might forget to put this quotation marks. It will give you around 9 errors if you do that, and it will again show you where you went wrong. So just put the quotation marks back again, and will be good to go. And the most famous or the most common error which I have ever seen in all of my all this programming years is that the people, they just forget to put this semicolon at the end of the line. Okay, so more than many a times the whole code is right, but due to just this simple thing, they are unable to move forward. So if you do that mistake, the Visual Studio will give you a simple error saying he is expecting a semicolon over here. If you double click it, it will take you to the line where he is expecting a semicolon from you. So you just need to type a semicolon over there, and that error will be gone. Now this goes same with the read line. You can have that same errors over there. So just be careful with the syntax, the grammar, and the uppercase and the lowercase. Okay, because it's C# is case sensitive, so you should type the code as it is what I am writing in my this video and in my all of the rest videos. So I have just told you about something known as a class and the method. If you look over here, we have some containers, or we have some blocks which starts and ends with this braces. Okay, we have one over here which starts here and ends over here. We have another here, and which ends like this, and we have another block which is here. This block is a method, and the name of this method is main. Okay, why I'm saying it as a method? Because it has a name, it has a starting parenthesis and then closing parenthesis into it, and it has starting and ending curly brace. Okay, now my this method is enclosed in another block of code which is a class. Okay, why I'm calling it a class? Because it is written over here, a keyword, a reserved keyword by the C sharp saying class, and the name of that class is program, which is this in my solution explorer. I can see it over here, and my this class is again enclosed by one more block of code which is the namespace. Okay, this namespace. And what is my namespace? Namespace is the name of my solution or my project which I have given it at the starting of our application. Okay, so that will be our namespace. Why do we need namespace, class and methods? Well, you can have multiple methods in your application, so just to organize all of the methods into one single place, we will be using the class. Okay, and you can have different classes. To organize the classes, we will be using the namespace over here. So all what you see over here are used to organize one or the other thing. Similarly, the method can be taken as the container which can be used to organize your code. Well, this is quite, I think, might be enough for you people to understand what is the method, what is a class and what is a namespace. If you don't understood what I was talking about, you don't need to worry about it much, because I'm going to explain about these methods, these class and namespaces in the upcoming videos again, so you don't need to worry about it. So over here what I'm doing is I am calling the class written by the Microsoft developers, whose name is console, and I am accessing one of its member with this dot operator. Okay, this period is allowing me to access the methods written in that class. Like this is our class program, and in that I might have 10 to 20 or n number of methods in it. Likewise, the class which the Microsoft developers build, named as console, had many methods in it. One of them is the write line, and that method, uh, and one more method which you can see from the console class is the read line. Okay, it has one starting and closing parenthesis, and in the write line method you can see some string or some text written in between those parentheses, but we are not writing that in read line, because in this case our write line methods take some arguments and the read line method do not take any argument. As you can see over here, it says string console.readline reads the next line of characters from the standard input stream. Okay, and over here if you go to the write line, it takes a string value. Over here you can see console.writeLine string value. It is expecting a value from the user to be given, and the string which will be inside this quotation marks will be printed as it is to the console. We don't have to worry about this write line and read line methods, like how do they work, what's the code behind them. We just use them, and we will focus on our application. We don't want to know like why, how this write line is working. So what we will be focusing is how to use them and how to run our application, because the Microsoft has already taken care of doing that stuff. So I hope this is it for this video, and you understood. I know it was a big explanation about all of these methods, class, and most of you might not be knowing what I was talking about. So no need to worry about it. I will be explaining all of that again in more detail. So till then, thanks for watching the video and hope you liked it.